One of my best mates is having a birthday flying lesson here at Dunkeswell Airfield. So let's go flying and I'll tell you a bit more about this 80-year-old World War II airfield. Come on then. Now, if you've ever done a skydive and you're in the southwest, then the chances are you've probably done it here at Dunkeswell. But we're opting to stay in the plane for this flight. Today, we're going to be flying in a Cessna 172, or what I like to call a washing machine with wings. It's got 4 seats, an engine, and the best registration going. Golf Delta Uniform November Kilo, or Gadunk, which is the noise you really don't want to hear when you're up in the air. Nevertheless, with Jamie and instructor Chris at the helm flying us towards the English Riviera, let's give you a bit of an in-flight history lesson. From the air, you can see 2 other airfields on the Blackdown Hills, RAF Colmhead and RAF Apottery, or Smeatharp as it's also called. Now, if you recognise the name Apottery, then you've probably seen Band of Brothers, which shows all the Dakotas flying Easy Company to Normandy for D-Day. I know, that series gets me choked up and all. Dunkeswell, though, was actually built later on into the war in 1943, with all intents and purpose of actually being an RAF base, but was quickly transferred over to the Americans, with the US Army Air Force being the first to arrive with 479 Squadron, followed quickly by the US Navy. And then from March 1944, Dunkeswell was the only US Navy base in Europe. It was a busy old site too. More than 5,000 Americans served at the base, flying more than 6,000 missions, with the main aim of destroying German submarines. A lot of the missions were flown in the Bay of Biscay, because Dunkeswell was quite close to the coast, and it was actually a key vantage point for the Battle of the Atlantic, which basically saw the German U-boats trying to sink food and supply ships coming to Britain from America. It's a battle that would rage for the entire length of the war, and out of all of those men that served from Dunkeswell, 183 didn't make it back home. After the war ended in 1945, Dunkeswell was handed back to the RAF, and throughout the years it went through various military guises, but nowadays it teaches blokes like this how to fly.
Jamie, did you enjoy that?
That was class, mate.
So if you ever pay a visit yourself to try your hand at flying, or of course lob yourself out of a perfectly safe aircraft for charity, do spare a thought for those who gave us the freedom to do so.